Alright guys, welcome to Brackenhide, the dungeon we all thought was going to be the worst coming into this season, but actually the first dungeon I timed to 20 on, so a lot easier than we thought it was going to be. Didn't record that 20 for some reason, but here we are in a 17 to give you guys a little overview of what's going on. First of all, we got some Bone Crushers, Hunters, Hyenas. You can stop the Bone Crusher shoots, that's pretty much it. You're going to want to prioritize the War Scourge in this pack though. He's got a couple nasty abilities, Rage Storm being the first. You want to get out of that as he spins and does a lot of damage. If you have a Soothe, you can stop it. If not, get out. For the fighters, watch out for Vicious Claw Mangle. It'll fixate you like it does right here to me. Does a lot of physical damage. You can change those, stun those, root those, whatever. And then watch out when the War Scourge gets low, as they'll cast Hideous Cackle. That's going to fear your whole group. You want to stop that, or else you're going to have people running all kinds of places, potentially pulling other mobs, because a lot of trash at the beginning here. They also put a bite on you, the fighters, so just careful for that. Only new guy here is the Mythic. You always want to kick his Earth Bolts, and what else does he have? Wither Bolt. Kick your Wither Bolts when they come out as well. Besides that, it's just the same pull as before with a War Scourge and a fighter. There's a Cackle, didn't get out. Cackle gets out later on, you'll see. Causes chaos. Couple bites. The smashes will go just on your tanks, you don't have to worry about it. And there's a Claw Mangle getting out there. Do I do anything to stop it? I think we just cleave it down. Oh no, it's an Evoker, never mind. He just kites because Evokers are fast. There's a Rage Storm right there, you can see. We soothed it as well, I believe. Yep. Next pack, a bunch of the same guys. We fast forward a little bit. We used to have Hunters and Fighters, so just watch out for Claw Mangles, and that's pretty much it. Play with my details, it looks like. This pack, the new guys, is the Decay Speaker. He's another lieutenant like the War Scourge. He has a totem that gets out, Rotty Hunting Totem. You'll want to kill that as fast as possible, or else it's going to tick for a lot of damage for your party. You want to kick his Decay Surges if you can. The priority is Withering Burst. That's the one you definitely want to kick every time. If for some reason that's going to get out, you can pre-AMS it, just to not eat the dot, or just not take damage to help your healer out. Besides that, it's just same as before. War Scourge, he stays alive for a long time because he's lieutenant, and it's bolstering. Was it? Yeah, it was bolstering on this P, so he got pretty big. This pull, more the same. Mystic, get kicks out, stop the fighters, stop the hunters. Simple. All the same mobs here. I think the Hideous Cackle gets out in this pack, actually. Yep, there it is right there. I had kick too, my bad. But one of our guys pulled some other people. Good thing about being DKs, you can grip them in, help your team out there. As you can see, we take a lot of damage right there. Fortify, there's a lot going on. A lot of stuff you can't really... Like, there's just a lot of focuses going out, like a lot of shoots and bolts going out that you can't really help as a tank, so your group's taking a lot of damage in that pull. This one's just the same, bunch of the same mobs, just kill them off. This is the last pull before boss. Withering Burst didn't get out right there. It looks like someone kicked it at the last second, because I didn't see a dot on us. But like I said, you can pre-AMS that if it gets out. I think leave everyone else down. Like I said, there's quite a bit going on at the beginning, but it's not too hard if you know what you're doing. Same can be said for this boss, actually. A lot going on. If you don't know what you're doing, you're going to die. If not, fine. You're going to want to kill Trick Totem first, because he casts Earth Bolts 1 and 2. He casts a big heal. You'll want to prioritize the Greater Healing Rapids kicks, with some kicks on Earth Bolts if you can. Gash Tooth will just cast Remark for Butchery on one person, does a lot of damage. You might want to pop a Lichborn or an Icebound there to help your healer out. And Rira just casts Bladestorm, which is really annoying because you can't do anything about it as a melee. I mean, as a Death Knight, you can Epidemic and Death Coil it, which is nice, but your other melee guys will not have a lot of fun with that. There's a kick on the Rapids, and then I believe the totem's coming up pretty shortly here. Yep, 5 seconds according to the DBM. And that's pretty much all of their abilities. They do get enraged when they get to low health. There's the totem, you want to kill that immediately, it stuns your healer. So kill that as fast as possible. And Rira also casts Savage Charge right here. Just line it up with your tank so you don't eat it. If your tank eats it, it's fine. If for some reason you are going to eat it, pop a defensive definitely, or you are dead. So Definitely want to make sure you're not going to eat one of those straight up. And with that, the boss is dead. Too bad. Next we got Treebeard Land. Decayed Elders, those guys just summon some Lashers. Cast Decaying Roots as well. You want to read them or dispel that. You got some Brackenhide Shapers. They summon some Lashers. Cast Touch of Decay, which you'll want to kick. Tank hit, and then Infuse Corruption is a channel that applies a dot. You want to kick that. If for some reason you can't kick it, AMS it, so you can just eat some of it. But there's not too much to kick there. You should be able to kick those. Into the next pull, we got a Big Tree and Rotsinger. That's the new one, actually. That's the priority. Is the Rotsinger because he summons the totem, Decay Totem. You're going to want to kill that immediately. For some reason, he, like, DBM was early, but there it goes right there, casting Withering. That gets out, which is not good for your team. So you want to focus that Decay Totem. Big Tree just summons little trees and has a stomp and has a frontal kick. Just kick the frontal and you're fine. There's the stomp right there, but not too bad. Pull. Some more Lashers. Free Cleave. We love Free Cleave. Spamming Epidemics. Keeping your Defiles up. But yeah, pretty much it. Keep your Defile Blightbringer up. Big numbers. All this dungeon is pretty much a lot of big pulls, which is really nice. As long as your team's coordinated and you can get all the kicks, you can do big pulls here. Just kind of true for any dungeon, but next pack, nothing new. I think I'm gonna fast forward here. Yeah, nothing new here. Next pull, another Rotsinger, so you're gonna want to focus them. Totem comes out, kill that totem. It's a really fast cast, so the monstrous decay right there, the big slime. When it gets to 20%, you want to focus it, or else it blows up and summons some little guys. So right there, you can see the burst. You want to focus that down before he blows up. And then kill little slimes. You got another tree right there. Summons little guys. Take the frontal, dodge the stomps. GG. Pretty easy fight right there. Do we chain this? We don't. No, just another Rotsinger, more elders. So big bursts, kill totems when they come out. Pick roots if you can. That's all she wrote for most of this area. One pull left. Two big trees. Again, pretty easy. Dodge stomps. Kick frontals. And leave flashers and do big dam. That's all you can ask for. We should have some 20 gameplay coming for you guys in the next week or so. The 20s last week I recorded. None of them are really that good quality, so we're not going to post any of those. Alright, on to Treemouth now. Don't stand on the tank as a frontal. I'll cast a K spray on someone. Spoilers on the ground that summon slimes, so you'll want to either slappy hands those slimes together or grip them together so you can just cleave them down pretty easily. His main ability right here, Grasping Vines, he pulls everyone in. One person has to get eaten or else he gets a giant damage and haste buff. Usually the tank will eat the first one. You then get a buff on you, so the second one hurts a lot more, so you can volunteer to go in second if you want. You can cast inside, so just slam a defensive and slam death strikes when you're in there and you'll be fine. And that's all there is to this fight. Pretty easy. We actually think we kill it before we get the second consume, actually, so it doesn't even matter what me and the tank were talking about at the beginning there. Coming out, Decay Spray coming out. Again, it's free cleave for us, which we love. Get the Defile out, leave him down with some Scourge Strikes, get some Epidemics going. And we kill him pretty much right when this cast gets out, so nobody has to get eaten the second time. Boom. Moving on, who do we got next? We got Rot Breath next, or Stink Breath. If you're ranged here, just stay really far away. You don't have to worry about Stink Breath. If not, it's targeted on someone and you have to eat it. You can range it if you're really fast, if you're like Wraithwalker, that's advanced or something. Yeah. You might be able to pre-AMS it, actually. I forget if it's magical or physical. You might be able to pre-AMS the stun. If you get stun, you can always Icebound out if you have to, but you shouldn't really need to use it for that. But as you can see, our range wasn't really doing a good job here getting far away, because ranged can range it and not get the stun. He also casts a Whirlwind, so watch out for that. And yeah, that's Stink Breath. Easy. If you hug really far right here, you can dodge all the Invis guys and move right to this pack. Stalkers suck. They cast Bone Bolt Volley, and they just shoot people, and they hurt a lot, so your healer's gonna have a fun time with these. If you pull the Vultures here, you want to kick the Screeches. It's just a 40-yard hit in a silence. I see that guy was probably dying to being shot, honestly, especially because it's fortified. That's why I stayed on this guy the whole time, because he won't move. You can't grip him. He's a pain in the ass. We thought he was going to pull right here, actually, but he didn't. So try to prio this guy if you can, because he's a real pain. Got a bear. The bear's not that bad, it's just a tank hit. And that's it. Usually you pull the vultures with the bear, but we got him early. Or we only got one, apparently. Here comes the second vulture. So you also want to kick vultures here. Yeah, and then we move into Gutshot, who's third boss. There's your kick on the Screech right there. And yeah, that's it. Gutshot, you can be really useful as a DK on Gutshot. The way it works is he has these hyenas, and he buffs the hyenas, and he throws traps down that stun the hyenas. So you can, usually you kite them in, but you can actually grip them into the traps as a DK, which is great. But like if he's hanging up somebody, you can just grip them into a trap and they die, or they get stunned, which is really useful. I have DK for that. Besides that, there's nothing besides that. That's the whole fight. I mean, you just want to kick, what is it, Master's Call, I think, and then grip hyenas into traps for your teammates, and that's the whole boss. It's really easy. We have everything, literally everything to stop hyenas in this group. We have Ursals, we have me gripping them into traps if we need to. This fight's so easy. Oh, we even have a Rop to knock them into a trap right there. God, we had a lot to stop them in this group. Moving into the last area. No one new here. It's Filth Collar. The Witherlings just bite people. You have to be healed up. And then you just have another War Scourge. Same as before. Big Cackle, you don't want to be feared here into these big pulls. We actually skip a lot of this. I know some people pull some of this, but we just pulled all the little guys and then skipped everything right up to a point where someone butt pulled. Or we skipped left, sorry. But you can skip all those. We had one person pull, so we had to pull these guys. These are a new mob, actually. You can kick their abilities to get them to move. I forget if these guys are planted or not, but you can just kick them and they'll move, and then cleave them down, and just take everything you see, pretty much. Wait for someone to spawn, and then I think we have 2 more pulls and then boss. We pull this pack and then the patrol. Pull the War Scourge? No, we just pull this guy, yeah. The Rot Hexer, he's annoying. Wither Incantation goes out. You just want to make sure you don't drop that on your group. And then we got the Decatriarch, who all you have to do on this fight is kill totems and kill boss, and the fight's done. Literally all you have to do. Dodge the frontal too if the tank's pointing it at you, like that. And then dodge his big circle, which I do a horrible job of here. But like the second you see totem go out, you are running to it. You are doing everything to kill this totem, because you will wipe if this totem gets too many bursts out. Like 100%. You can pre-AMS a burst if it's going to get out. You won't get the dot or the stack on you. And then you can AMZ it if your healer needs it. But that's this whole fight. Like the second you see that totem moving, you should be on it. I don't know why it took so long here. That's me being bad at the game. Oh, I forgot our Dractyr actually DC'd here. So we pretty much 4-man this fight, which makes it a lot harder to kill those totems. Because you don't have a lot of time to kill the totem. It's enough, but it's not a lot. Here's another totem. You see how quickly I went to it this time when I realized we're down a guy. Like, you'll even want to pump death coils into this, not epidemics, to try to just cryo kill this, because we already have 2 stacks and see how much that hurts. Surprised we actually ended up killing this boss with only 4 people. I guess it is only fortified. If it was tyrannical, this wouldn't have happened. I think we might have gotten the 2 chests still too. Pretty sure, yeah, I am S here, so I don't eat something. And our healer hit us with that, so that was good. I don't remember, he might come back like halfway through the fight or something. And that's the reason that we get it. Hope he still has a res pending. Yeah, drop the Defile on the totem. Preemptively trying to kill this dumb totem. And then back on her. Oh, there we go, Evoker's back. But yeah, this fight really just boils down to kill totems, back on boss, kill totem, back on boss. I cannot emphasize enough how quickly you need to switch to this totem, because you don't have a ton of time. You do want to pre-AMS that cast though, that helps your healer out a lot if he doesn't have to heal you up there. And let's see what else we got. Rock Cloud coming out, that's just the frontal, and then you have that. And then you have Entangled, so there's so much green on the ground. And then he dies at 5%, or 4%, one of the two, so you just cleave him down right there at the end. And that's all we got. So thank you guys for watching. Leave a like, comment, subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one. Thank you.